Hello students, in this video I will discuss some I will give you some information about the poem The Lebanon Top. I will discuss the introductory content regarding this poem, as well as a short summary and the complete summary also. That will give you more information about the poem. So let's start. This short poem just depicts a scene in the wilderness. Lebanon tree stands there, silent and still. Now this is an alliteration because still and silent, this is an alliteration. It has a nest because S and S, still and silent, in both the words S is there, and both are in the same sentence. So it is an alliteration. It has a nest built on it, and this nest is that of mother goldfinch. The little mother bird goldfinch arrives to meet and feed her young ones. Sitting at one end of a branch, it gives a signal sound. The young ones recognize their mother's voice and start chirping together like some engine. The bird, alert and swift, makes her way to the nest. When the purpose of her visit to meet and feed the little ones is carried out successfully or accomplished, she flies away. This is how the cycle of life and multiplication goes on in nature. It is all instinctive. Yes, it is all biologically instinctive. The mother bird makes a nest amongst the thick leaves of a tree. It brings up her chicks until they are strong enough to fly and find their food on their own. Until they are strong enough to fly and find their food on their own. Till they are strong enough to fly and find food on their own, the mother goldfinch goes on providing foodstuffs to her chicks or baby birds. Now let us come to the very short summary before we move on to the complete summary part. It is written by Ted Hughes. The poem revolves around a laburnum tree and a goldfinch bird. These are the two main characters. The laburnum tree is also a character. The goldfinch bird is also another character. The main theme or the core theme of the poem shows us the repaying relationship between the two. Further, it begins by describing how the laburnum tree is pretty quiet in the yellow September light, and the month mentioned is September, and it is autumn. The time of the season is autumn, or rather fall, we can say. And in the world of nature, the tree leaves sheds during this time. We can say shedding of tree leaves. He notices the yellow leaves of the tree and the seeds on the ground. It appears to be still fleetingly till a goldfinch bird perches on its branch. The poet witnesses the tree come to life as soon as the bird starts chirping. Upon the arrival of the mother goldfinch, the tree and the nestlings start chirping and become alive. She keeps flying in and out to feed her young ones. Thus, when she leaves, the tree again dons its elusive silence. Again, the tree becomes silent once again when the goldfinch moves out of the tree. Again, when it returns back with some food for her baby birds, at that time, again it erupts into noise. And again, when the goldfinch bird goes out, again it becomes still and silent. Now, let me explain the complete summary of this poem. The laburnum tree top is silent and motionless. Still and silent. Dear students, these are the two important words. On a September afternoon, the golden sunlight is spread on it. The few leaves left on the tree are turning yellow in autumn. All the seeds have already fallen to the ground. I already told you this is the law of nature, the life cycle in terms of nature, the change that happens in the world of nature. The fall, the autumn time, the leaves become yellow in color, and it falls. Shedding of leaves, we can say. All the seeds have already fallen to the ground, but the silence is broken with this arrival of a small singing mother bird goldfinch. She has returned to meet and feed her young chicks or baby birds. It makes a jerky chirping sound from the branch end. The mother's arrival creates a sudden stir. Stir means we can say, this word stir is associated with movement. And noise, it is related with those onomatopoeia or those words signifies noise like twittering or chirping, chirrup we can say. The mother's arrival creates a sudden stir and noise that startles the silence spread all around. The little young ones are there in a nest. The little bird has a smooth and shiny body as that of a lizard. That is the reason, like the lizard, it has some characteristics like it is very smooth in its movement, sleek, alert and abrupt. These words are already there in this poem. Sleek, alert and abrupt. These are the characteristics of a lizard also. While a lizard moves, the movement is very smooth, sleek, alert and abrupt. So I repeat the line. The little bird has a smooth and shiny body as that of a lizard. She is extremely watchful and swift. I now told you all regarding alert and abrupt. This also refers to, just like still and silent is an alliteration, alert and abrupt is also an alliteration. She is extremely watchful and swift. The nest is built securely. The bird enters the thick bunch of leaves and twigs. Twigs actually refers to small branch of a tree. And at once the tree comes alive like a noisy machine or engine. It is the engine of her little ones. They too start chirping in excitement. They flap their little wings and put up a confusing noise. It is the mother bird who creates all such noise to a high pitch. Pitch here means decibel. That means she goes on twittering or chirping, and the baby birds, they recognize the arrival of their mother. They also goes on twittering and chirping. Then, having fed her chicks, she flies out of the nest to a branch. Her face bears stripes, which are its identity marks, a sort of marks on her face. The purpose of her visit is fulfilled. The bird once again flies away towards some unknown place far away. Silence, as usual, returns to the little tree again. Now, with the departure of the goldfinch bird, again the tree engulfs into silence. Again it relieves back into noisiness with the arrival of the goldfinch bird. But with the departure of the goldfinch bird, as the goldfinch bird flies towards the infinite sky, flies out in order to procure or to bring some foodstuffs for her baby birds or young chicks, again the tree engulfs into silence. So I repeat the last 3 lines. The purpose of her visit is fulfilled. The bird once again flies away towards some unknown place far away. Silence, as usual, returns to the little tree again. Yes, silence as usual returns to the tree once again with the departure of the mother goldfinch. And another important thing that I will discuss later in some of my videos, the seeds of the laburnum tree is very poisonous. So the predators will be far away from posing a threat to the baby chicks or the baby birds of the mother goldfinch. And moreover, she can camouflage herself because the leaves of the tree is yellow, and even her body color is striped yellow. So she can camouflage or hide herself behind the leaves. And also she can save her baby birds also. And she has already created a nest at the top of the laburnum tree. So these are the information that I already provided to you all. Go through this discussion that I had conducted in this video, and if there is any doubt, please clarify without any hesitation. Thank you so much.